This is another episode of Garage Sale Safari today, and on this one I'm going to talk about a few different things. This one, the first thing I'll talk about so we can take it off the table is this massive bottle of wine. It's a 9-liter bottle of wine. It was number 44 out of 98 of them made this year in 1982 for Behringer Wine. Sorry, I'm coughing a little bit. We're still dealing with a lot of smoke. It's also signed by the winemaker, and that makes it really interesting on this one because this winemaker was one of the top, if not the most famous winemaker in California, a guy named Myra Nightingale, and he basically was one of the most influencing members of California wines there was. He wrote multiple books about making wine in California in the 40s and 50s. He died in the late 80s. He was in the Winemakers Hall of Fame, I believe, but he was also the president of winemakers in the United States for years. I mean, just phenomenal winemaker, really famous. This is signed by him too, and as I say, a limited edition. I got it with the box. I don't know if you can tell, the box was made just for this piece. It's got the writing going all the way around, hand-carved handles. I'm sorry, it's just so heavy, I don't want to handle it too much. And it's unfortunately whoever stored it didn't store it on its side, so the wine's probably not drinkable, but for decorative and collectability because of who signed it and made it, still a really nice piece. I got it. I'm going to give it to my brother as a wedding present as he has a small winery, but also I would say it's got it even still with it being more probably vinegar now than wine. It's amazing looking, never opened, 9-liter giant bottle by this fellow. It's got to be worth a good, $300 on up, and we got it for $20 at a garage sale. And they just didn't know how to store it. I don't even know where they got it. And this is a real favorite of mine. I got this a few weeks ago. I was keeping it for me just because it's such a cool art piece. At least for a while I was going to, and it is, I got it from a girl who was moving away from college, university. She was an art student, and it was kind of an awkward story, and that it's obviously that girl. We had to put tape here and here because YouTube wouldn't allow us to put it on there if we didn't, as it's anatomically correct, and it's a really amazing piece, and it has a really cool look. It's painted with chrome paint, but then it's got a really cool bumpy brutalized look, and it is because she made it with Rice Krispie Square material mixed with resin so that it would stay, and it was kind of more of an experimental piece for her. I'll turn it around so you can see it better. Again, it's quite heavy, so I'll do it slowly and just kind of turn it on the table. But as you can see, it's an amazing piece, just phenomenal. I was actually keeping it for me just because it's really cool, but it was a funny story too, and that it was obviously that girl, and it was awkward for everybody when she was selling it because it's obviously her and it's obviously her naked, and so it was just funny. But anyhow, I got that for $30. I could probably sell it in the desert, consign it and sell it in the desert for at least $250 or so because it's so good looking. And being silver like this and all would really go well with mid-century modern, especially the brutalized look. But as I say, I'm going to keep it for a while just because it's really cool looking, and I often keep pieces of art that I like for a while until I get bored with them. And so anyhow, I'm going to keep it, but I thought it was amazing. Then the next piece I just recently got. I got it a couple days ago, and it's a really cool mid-century art pottery modern vase, and I just love the look of it, the fish, the kind of way it's put together, everything. Just a really cool looking mid-century modern piece. Far too heavy. It's not signed. Probably far too heavy to ship to make it worth selling on eBay, but I will take it down to the desert as it's huge. Somebody could make it into an amazing lamp quite easily, and even just it's an amazing vase. And the art pottery, the mid-century art pottery and older, is getting really collectible now. And really nice. I actually just sold a piece about a month ago that I found. It was just a little Art Deco vase pottery, marked made in France, and I ended up getting $1,800 for it. Paid $4 at a thrift shop, and they ended up paying for it to be shipped another $60 to have it shipped to France. So the mid-century art pottery is really starting to find its own right now, and I really like it, and I know a lot of other people are wanting to decorate it with it. The next things I wanted to talk about were the dollar pile. There's often a pile in a thrift shop, like maybe in a not in a thrift shop, but a garage sale or estate sale, maybe in a bowl right up next to the front, something like that, where everything's like 50 cents or $1. Okay, I went to a sale recently that was like that. I got all of these old knives. Each one was $1. They're all made in USA. Really nice ones. This one has an advertising thing on it, and this one's quite old. And they're all really nice little old knives. They were all $1 each. Out of the same pile, I also got 1939 World's Fair, New York, Empire State souvenir spoon, sterling. And I also got out of the same dollar pile this, it was made in Hong Kong. It said it's marked silver with mother of pearl, and I don't know what the letters are. They almost look like they're gold. The Chinese lettering might be a really highly polished brass, but really nice. Probably gold plated, but still really nice piece for $1, and really cute, excellent condition. And then I also got it the same one for $1. This is really cool too. It's silver. Looks like carp on the bottom of the pendant. Nice little silver chain, $1. And then out of the same pile, also a nice little hand carved cameo on 14 karat gold filled chain. And then the last things I got out of there these were off to the side of it. 10 Indian head pennies. Many of them in amazing condition where you can still read the Liberty on the headband. 10 of these Indian head pennies, and they were 50 cents for the 10 of them. So I always say check the dollar pile, as you'll often find some really amazing things in there. Thank you. Have a good day.